Hello everyone, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. So we're currently in Duskbarrow, where Cyrus's final chapter will take place. Just noticed that Ulbrich hasn't rested yet, since I changed up his equipment, so I'll just quickly go take a nap. Okay, this would have been possible in a quicker way. Look, I've got 1.337 million monies. So they're really not a concern anymore. Anyway, let's hear Cyrus's final tale.
Time to do some research.
Oh, travel banter, cool.
So,
Oh, we are significantly overleveled. It looks like a door.
What have we? I see. What have we here? Oh. What?
Okay. Twisted. Twisted seems like a good idea.
Aha!
Oh, can I go back? I missed the travel banter. Nice.
Uh-huh.
See, I like the travel banter because it gives little insights to the characters without being like so many of the other cutscenes in the game, just hitting you straight in the face. And then also hitting you straight in the face with the subtext they were trying to convey. It's sort of more light writing, whereas a lot of the cutscenes are just incredibly heavy-handed, just hitting you in the face repeatedly with the point they were trying to make. Excessive verbosity that serves no purpose, basically. Still think I have the reduced encounter rate thing on, so... Huh. A rune bow. Oh, I already have one. I also have the holy longbow, which is technically better for physical attack, but less good for elemental. I think I at some point decided to go for the rune bow instead. So we'll stick with that. It has not really been a bad decision so far. Incidentally, I'm not putting a filter or anything over the screen, it's just really...
Out of my way.
I guess, sort of blurry in this area. It's just the way the game looks. You see our main characters are incredibly overexposed at the moment, and you can't really see that well. That's by design. The developers wanted it to look this way. This is one of those side sections of 50,000 money. Well, that was totally not worth it. We've seen those in quite a few of those sort of endgame dungeons, chapter 4 dungeons, that there are multiple exits out of an area. Some of which are taking you into... Okay, it looked like something, but it's just a sort of gap in the wall there, which has really bad lighting effects behind it. Oh, it's a frog thing?
Aha!
Maybe this side will have something a little more interesting. Void Amulet. Wanna know what that does. Void Amulet. Did I scroll past it? Oh, there. Greatly reduces dark damage taken. Okay, well, finally we have at least one of those. I'm guessing these might come in handy against certain specific bosses and, you know, for specific areas. For the most part, I have not really made any use of those, however. But yeah, let's save the game. And, in Primrose's final story, for example, we had the boss that did a lot of silence. And of course, if I'd known in advance, I could have equipped that stone, that amulet which prevents silence. But I have no way of knowing that stuff in advance. I could look it up on the wiki, but I decided not to. So as always, I'll just sort of roll with the standard stuff, and if it turns out that a boss is too troublesome because they really spam some condition or something, I'll just retry and then I'll know what to equip, basically. But I'm sure that's how many people play. Oh, okay, that just takes me back. Yeah, that's how most people will play an RPG like this. I'm also not being very sparing with my items at the moment. Oh, library, nice.
It couldn't be. No.
So yeah, I'm perfectly happy right now to chuck soul stones and use my healing grape bunches and all that stuff. Much of that stuff I could acquire in larger quantities anyway by stealing it from enemies. But I have 4 more Chapter 4 stories left to do, and then I'll move on to some of the optional stuff. Now I'm pretty much certain that I will do those optional second class, advanced class, whatever, those dungeons. I will probably do, or I'm almost convinced I will record those and put them on YouTube as well. Side dungeons, we'll have to see if there's anything interesting there, some sort of late game content, some challenging bosses maybe. I'm just not certain yet. Anyway.
This is the beginning of your end. What?
Professor, you truly are every bit as brilliant as old Yvonne said.
I did not come here for false flattery.
Oh, but I was being quite sincere. A shame the purport eludes your grasp.
To think you were the one pulling the strings. The headmaster was merely your puppet all along.
Very astute. Yes, it was I who maneuvered to install him in that position in the first place. To my dismay, he had a willful streak that got in the way.
One might say the fault lies in the person who chose him for the task.
One might say that, yes. Now, let us proceed to the matter at hand. Your search for the original copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell has miraculously led you to me. In finding me, you have displayed some measure of knowledge and acumen. More than anything, you have shown a pure and unrelenting passion for seeking out the truth. I hold that particular quality in the highest regard. What say you, Cyrus? Will you join me in my research?
Ridiculous. If that is a jape, it is a poor one.
A jape? What a curious reaction from a scholar like yourself. The wall paintings in this place, did they not pique your interest? Did your heart not race when you saw the countless lost tomes in my study?
I would probably not want to be keeping my books out in the open in a forest like this. Looks like they might get rained on.
To say I was not intrigued would be a lie.
Of course you were. Yes, any true scholar would feel the same. I must unravel these mysteries. I must have the answers. Your mind, no, your very soul burns with an all-consuming desire to know. That is what separates you from the rest, Cyrus. We are true seekers of knowledge, you and I. Together, we can unlock all the secrets behind our world.
I'll pass.
How can you refuse? You covet the mysteries of the universe. You yearn to know the truth. Surely you can stand shoulder to shoulder with me.
That's it exactly.
What? What is it?
Surely you. I take issue with your solicitation. You don't care who you use in your schemes. What of Headmaster Yvonne?
Don't be ridiculous. He was devoid of the passion you have. He was nothing but a pawn to the end, incapable of envisioning an ultimate goal.
On what grounds do you base that assumption? Can a man not grow his mind? If you found him wanting, why did you not teach him?
Teach him?
Take him on as your pupil. Impart your vast knowledge, that he might one day be your peer.
Preposterous. You speak the impossible. Mediocrity is as mediocrity does. Knowledgeable as he was, his own actions prevented him from ever approaching genius. A genius such as yourself must understand this.
There's where you and I differ. I haven't given up on mediocrity. As scholars, we learn from the past to better understand the present and pass our knowledge on to the future. What do you mean to do with the knowledge you amass? The secrets you unravel? Carry them to your grave, content they are inscrutable to all who do not possess your genius? You would call them simpletons, fools, feeble minds. I say it is you who lacks the ability to teach and inspire.
Ugh.
A true scholar does not look down on others for what they do or do not know. Those who know impart knowledge to those who do not. If something is wrong, those who know the answer correct it. The process repeats, bringing us closer and closer to enlightenment. I teach my students with the expectation that one day they will surpass me. I long for the day when I will have the chance to learn from them.
Enough! I've given you plenty of opportunities to make a move. Any move. But clearly we are going nowhere fast. If you would rather die without discovering the truth, so be it. I have already synthesized a perfect blood crystal, precisely as detailed in the original tome. With it, I will cast off the shackles of humanity. A human can only learn so much in its short lifetime. I will gain the time, the power, to understand everything. You may be a fool, but to show no hard feelings, you can participate in an empirical analysis of my newfound power.
If believing in the future makes one a fool, then call me a proud fool. But know this. When I emerge victorious, I will unravel the secrets of that tome and arrive at my own answer. Let this be a lesson to you. The future of mankind is bright. I cannot fail.
Whew.
Out of my way.
I'm guessing we're not supposed to just break her normally. So yeah, I would just like to contrast this with Alfin's story. So we had a brief introduction at the beginning of this episode. Maybe a minute or two of cutscening, showing that, you know, the lady's walking into that doorway. Right, a sort of quote-unquote puzzle where we had to work out how to open that door. Not really anything like a normal proper puzzle, but something. And then we went into the dungeon, we explored a bit, and then in the middle of the dungeon we had a bit of like short cutscenes where he found the writing on the wall and the library and such. Okay, then we encountered the boss, had a bit of a discussion with her. That was a little longer than it had to be, but it was okay still. And then we go into the fight, about 20 minutes into this episode. We did not have 25 minutes of dull cutscening before we got to do anything. There was actually gameplay, proper gameplay, right? I was exploring, I had the choice to, you know, take a detour, get a chest, stuff like that. I didn't just walk up to the next NPC and hit my path action. Anyway, let's try... sure, whatever.
I see through the defenses.
What next?
Since we don't know the weaknesses yet, I'm just going to start with a sword. Okay, swords work, very nice.
The battle is truly joined.
Let's just heal wounds a bit.
Your wounds are healed.
His healing is not very powerful, but I'm sure it'll do.
An interesting dialogue.
Let's try fire.
A great inferno to scorch the land.
There.
Okay, daggers work, that's very nice.
Letting the hunt begin.
We've already done swords. Is axes in between or spears? Let's try axes.
Have at you.
Alright, so I'm guessing I will not be able to exploit any elemental weaknesses here.
Your wounds are healed.
But we are going to check by
What?
doing a boosted analyze. Okay, so no elemental weaknesses I can exploit using the Rune Master.
Letting my arrow fly. and
That's a
true.
bit of a shame.
Damn. Your wounds are healed.
Yeah, Ulbrich's healing is pretty bad. Right, do we want to... Yeah, sure. Reduce physical attack strength.
What is the logical course
I think
of
that's
action?
unconsciousness, right? I definitely have something against that. Poison, silence, blindness, confusion. It might also be confusion.
How about this?
It was not. Then it's unconsciousness.
How about this?
Try this. Damn. A miracle indeed.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Holding back nothing.
How about this?
Come in, if thou darest.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do at this stage. Just kind of try to break her.
Out of my way. Here you go.
Do you have anything? You have a dagger. Okay. Sure.
Have at you.
Didn't do any damage, of course, but it did get the shields down quite significantly.
Your wounds are healed.
Oh, can also break my BP. That's
Letting the
unfortunate.
hunt beginning.
Victory shall be
Okay.
mine.
So I suspect that we are supposed to break her, but there will be something that happens after we've done so.
Your wounds are healed.
Not sure what yet. Maybe it'll be replaced by a different set of weaknesses or something. Oh, can we steal? 14%, okay. Obviously it's not amazing yet, but...
Now, what next?
we will be able to steal, so I'll definitely try to do that. Stealing is more important than collecting, definitely. Just attack.
What next?
And harm it as well. Should be able to break next turn.
Out of my way.
This will be 2.
Try this. The battle is truly joined.
It's just 2
Your
wounds.
wounds are healed.
Letting the hunt beginning. Yeah!
An interesting dilemma. How about this?
Out of my way.
Still only 18%. Get that up to 48.
Yours is mine.
Oh. It's a bit useless. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's nothing special, basically.
Your wounds are healed.
What next?
Still going to do the transfer room.
Scattering them all.
An interesting dilemma.
And... yeah, sure. Let's just do, I don't know, something. Yeah, that did not do much. Okay.
Now, what next?
The reason I kept his boost stuff
So much to learn.
is because, yeah, I fully expected a ton of elemental weaknesses. Right. Therion. Sure, it's not gonna do much damage, but it'll get the shield down one stage.
Now then. Your wounds are healed.
Letting my
And now I can
Holding
do a
back
fully
nothing.
boosted... I don't know, let's go Thunder Rune.
conjuring lightning.
An interesting dilemma.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Letting my
Right,
arrow
he's
fly
silenced.
and true.
Out of my way.
Shame, no second serving. I will want to...
Here.
unsilence him.
The battle is truly joined.
Yeah, probably want to heal
Your
wounds.
wounds are healed.
It's not great for single target heals, but nah.
What is the logical course of action?
And Lightning Blast.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Doesn't really matter which element I use to to break those shields. Let's do an HP thief.
You're too kind.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Ah, still no second serving.
Interesting dilemma.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
The battle is truly joined. Your wounds are healed.
Sorcery.
Ah, damn it. Not sure if I'll be able to. No, I should be able to break this turn. Yeah, especially with the second serving.
Now then, your wounds are healed.
You're too kind. What is the logical course of
Probably just want to attack normally. Doesn't really matter that she can't use any skills right now.
I'll take that.
60,000, not bad.
Have at you. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Yeah, the shocking pursuit scales with either level or magic attack, elemental attack. I know. It doesn't seem to be that important on Olberic, but it does a lot on someone like Harnett. It's a shame it doesn't trigger on each attack of those multi-attacks. That would be incredibly overpowered though, so... And I can see why they did it. Right. I want to definitely plumb up Olberic, so you can keep healing. Oh, no patience, damn it. Alright, that's amazing. I mean, not that he died, but we just get him back up with a Olive of Life. But know that the weakness to Sword and Lightning. I picked my rune at random on Harnett. Just, you know, might as well take anything really. But yeah, Lightning was a good choice. Damn it, no second serving. Right, we're still okay HP wise. SP are also fine. We can just do a Lightning Blast then.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Ah, second serving would have immediately broken her. However,
Let's do this.
I can still just break her now.
Have at you.
Still doing okay HP wise, so I'm just going to do a normal attack.
Letting the hunt begin.
Harnett, yeah, just do a normal attack as well. And there we go. That's not too bad. And Ulbrich's level 50. Now I've already seen NPCs where, in order to challenge them, I had to be at least level 60. So that might even go higher. Just 60 is the highest I've seen. So technically I would need Ulbrich to level up further to do some of the optional stuff for him, like challenging certain enemies. Might still be able to just do it with Harnett, because she can just challenge anyone. There's no level restriction, but she can only fight with her captured beasts to compensate, basically. It's like Cyrus can scrutinize everyone, whereas Elfin has a level restriction. But when Elfin can do it, there's no failure chance, whereas Cyrus can fail and cost reputation. And it's sort of the dual path actions always have some kind of trade-off like that. Like Therion can steal pretty much anything, but it can fail, whereas Tressa can buy pretty much anything, except for items that aren't for sale. But yeah, if you spend the money, then there's no chance that they won't sell to you. Stuff like that. Anyway.
No! There is so much more I must learn.
Oh, so we had the first line of this dialogue voice acted, not the...
Aho!
Oh, we're not done yet with the story. We've got some post-battle stuff. That's cool. The other characters, we just got a bunch of cutscening. The first chapter of Cyrus' story really made me think this is going to be quite bad, but his story is definitely improved throughout the chapters. Kind of surprising, but it feels like there's more competence at work here with sort of not jumping you with a ton of cutscenes and then giving you the dungeon, but kind of, intermingling them. I think this is much more capable. Guessing I need to interact with something.
Time to teach you
That's
a
cool.
lesson.
Wonder what that is. I'm just gonna, I guess, fight this.
Victory
It's already a
shall
long
be
episode,
mine.
but actually I could just cut here. Yeah. I'm gonna cut here, right in the middle of a fight, but it's just a standard fight, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.